Making the Invisible Visible, Black Women 365 Days of the Year. Each day we'll spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British or global diasporic history. Women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin.
Hi, I'm Merisha Stevenson, a broadcaster, executive facilitator and authority positioning strategist. But underneath the titles, I think I'm someone who has spent a long time trying to understand what it means for women, particularly Black women, to be visible without losing ourselves in the process. A lot of my work sits around public conversation, leadership and communication. But increasingly, I find myself drawn to conversations around softness too. And not softness as weakness, but softness as honesty, emotional intelligence and self-trust. I understand the world of business and governance and leadership deeply, but I also believe women should not have to harden themselves completely in order to succeed within those spaces. That balance between authority and humanity quietly shapes a lot of the work that I now do. So what does my work look like in motion? Well, no 2 days really look the same. One day I might be interviewing someone live on air. The next, I'm facilitating a leadership discussion somewhere in the country. And the next, I'm helping a founder or expert rethink how they communicate their ideas publicly. A lot of my work involves listening beneath the surface. I'm genuinely interested in how people communicate authority, how identity shapes visibility, and how we create more meaningful conversations in public and professional spaces. What matters most to me is honesty, depth, and really creating environments where people feel able to speak openly and think more clearly. A moment or project that has shaped me. Well, live broadcasting has shaped me profoundly. Speaking live in real time teaches you very quickly how powerful words and public narratives can be. It's made me more aware of those voices that are amplified naturally and whose expertise is often overlooked. Alongside that, my work in governance and leadership spaces has really given me another lens on power, communication and representation. The intersection between those worlds, I think, has shaped how I see visibility and influence today. I think something that people may not see at a first glance is very often they assume that confidence comes naturally to me because I work in public-facing spaces. But I'm actually someone who thinks and feels very deeply. I've had to learn that strength does not always have to look like endurance. Sometimes it actually looks like rest, softness, honesty, and allowing myself to evolve beyond the version of myself that the world has first recognised. I really care deeply about helping women recognise that in themselves too, that they don't have to abandon their own humanity in order to be respected or successful. I think what holds joy for me is I've really learned that sustainability matters just as much as ambition. And I really try to acknowledge the small wins now because meaningful work often unfolds quietly before anybody else sees the outcome. So music, movement and laughter genuinely keeps me grounded. And fitness has become an important part of how I look after myself mentally as well as physically. And I've learned the importance of creating moments of softness and joy alongside achievement. I also remind myself often that impact is not always immediate. Sometimes the conversations we create continue unfolding long after the moment itself has passed.
Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the Invisible Visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation, and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.